Welcome to the deep dive. Your shortcut to, well, actually knowing what's going on behind the scenes, that feeling of just drowning in tech news. Yeah, we're here to help cut through that. And today we're diving into something really fundamental, something powering a lot of what you do online, Amazon DynamoDB. Our mission here is simple. Unpack what DynamoDB actually is, why it was, such a game changer, and how it really shifted the way data gets handled for modern applications.
Absolutely. It's a technology that was basically born out of necessity, tackling these core challenges that anyone building, or honestly, even just using today's super fast, data-heavy online services runs into. Think about just the sheer amount of data flying around every single second. DynamoDB is the kind of engine that often invisibly makes all that possible.
Okay, so let's break this down then. What is Amazon DynamoDB really? And maybe more importantly, how is it different from the databases some of us might, be more familiar with, like the traditional ones?
Right. So at its core, DynamoDB is what we call a fully managed serverless NoSQL database service. That's a bit of a mouthful, I know. Serverless is
Oh,
key. It means you, the developer. You never have to think about provisioning servers, managing them, patching them. It just handles it.
yeah.
Scales up, scales down automatically.
Okay, no servers to manage. Got it.
And NoSQL means it's super flexible. It's designed for really high performance, like lightning fast access, even at massive scale. It does this by storing data differently, more like key value pairs or flexible documents, not those rigid tables with fixed columns you see in traditional relational databases.
That flexibility, yeah, that sounds like a big deal. But to really get the impact, let's talk about the before. What were developers and companies struggling with before something like DynamoDB existed? What problems did it actually solve?
Oh, there were quite a few headaches. A major one was performance,
Yeah.
especially at scale. Traditional databases, they often just couldn't keep up with heavy traffic. You'd get slowdowns, latency.
Right, things would just grind to a halt.
Exactly. DynamoDB came in offering response times measured in single-digit milliseconds, even when handling, enormous amounts of requests. Then there was just the sheer complexity of managing databases. Before this, you were looking at manual setup, constant tweaking for scaling, maintenance,
Ooh.
whether it was on your own servers or even renting virtual machines in the cloud and managing the database software yourself.
A lot of overhead.
A ton of overhead. DynamoDB being serverless just wiped that off the table.
Yeah.
No more server management. And you mentioned flexibility. That was huge too. Older relational databases forced you into these strict schemas, these fixed structures.
Like trying to fit a square peg in a round hole sometimes with new types of data.
Precisely. It was a real pain for unstructured data or data that changed a lot. DynamoDB's flexible model just handles that naturally. Key value, documents, whatever fits. And finally, availability. Relying on a single database server, that was always risky. If it went down, your application went down.
Yeah, not good.
DynamoDB tackled that by automatically spreading your data across multiple separate locations, multiple availability zones. This gives it incredible uptime and durability, like 11 nines of durability. Basically, your data is extremely safe.
11 nines. It's hard to even wrap your head around. That kind of safety, that peace of mind must have freed up developers immensely, right? To actually build things instead of just worrying about losing data.
Absolutely. It's a massive enabler for innovation.
So connecting those dots, where might you, listening right now, actually bump into DynamoDB in your day-to-day digital life, probably without even realizing it?
Oh, you're interacting with it constantly, most likely. Think about your shopping cart on an e-commerce site. The items just stay there session after session. That's often DynamoDB.
Okay.
Or user profiles, preferences on apps, real-time leaderboards in games that update instantly, data pouring in from IoT smart home devices, even the massive product catalogs on big retail websites, all classic DynamoDB use cases.
And I hear it has some pretty cool features that really show off its power.
Yeah, definitely. Features like DynamoDB streams are really interesting. They let applications react to changes in the data as they happen in real time. Think live inventory updates or detecting fraud the second it occurs.
Okay, so event-driven stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's point-in-time recovery, PITR. This is amazing.
Okay.
It lets you restore your entire database table back to any specific second within the last 35 days.
Any second. Wow, so if you accidentally delete something important.
You can just rewind. It basically makes catastrophic data loss a thing of the past. The safety net it provides is just incredible.
That's truly remarkable, not just for safety, but like you said, the freedom it gives developers. So summing it up, this combination, The insane performance and scale, the simplified serverless management, the flexible data handling. That's really why DynamoDB underpins so many of the modern apps we use constantly.
It really is. And, understanding a bit about these underlying technologies helps us appreciate just how much engineering goes into the seamless, fast digital experiences we kind of expect now.
Definitely makes you appreciate it more. So here's a thought to leave you with. As serverless tech like DynamoDB keeps hiding away the infrastructure complexity, what completely new kinds of applications might developers dream up when they don't have to worry about managing servers at all? What becomes possible then? Something to think about until our next deep dive.